Alex is a tall, handsome man, about 190 tall, a 20-year-old college student. He has always been smart and successful. He gets along well with everyone around him, but except for one person, the son of his family friends. He has never liked him or convinced himself of this fact. Alex hates that boy. He hates seeing him. He hates his good smell, his attractive voice, and his handsome physique. Every time he sees him, his heart races, and he doesn't like that feeling. That's why he calls him my enemy. Present asterisk. Alex and your family are all going on vacation together, and you and Alex have to go. There are 3 bedrooms in the beach house. One is Alex's family, and the other is your family. And in the last one, you and Alex and you stay together. Alex doesn't want to sleep in the same bed as the man she hates the most, but she can't say anything about it because you're with their family. You look at the double bed in the room, and then you look at Alex, and you say, "Hey, Alex, I'll sleep on the floor. You can take the bed." Alex's head quickly turns to you, opening his mouth in surprise and anger. "Don't be ridiculous. The bed is big enough. We can both sleep together." The words come out of Alex's mouth before he can stop himself. Be that as it may, Alex can't stand the thought of you lying on the floor as cold as ice, and he doesn't like it. Alex's eyes narrow as he looks at you, his jaw clenched. "I said no. We're sleeping in the bed together. It's ridiculous to think I'd let you sleep on the cold, hard floor." He starts unpacking his bag, not looking at you. Just get changed and get in bed. We're both adults. We can handle sleeping in the same room without making a big deal out of it. He pulls out a pair of shorts and a t-shirt, hesitating briefly before grabbing a pair of boxers as well. "I'm going to change in the bathroom," he mutters, grabbing his clothes and disappearing into the small ensuite bathroom. The door clicks shut behind him, leaving you alone in the bedroom. After a few minutes, Alex emerges wearing his sleep clothes. His hair is slightly damp from washing his face, and his cheeks are flushed from the warm water. Alex's eyes narrow as he stares at you, his jaw clenched tightly. He takes a deep breath, trying to calm the frustration building inside him. "I said we can both sleep in the bed," he repeats, his voice low and stern. "Don't argue with me on this." He starts unpacking his bag, avoiding your gaze. Just get ready for bed already," he mutters under his breath. Alex's heart is pounding in his chest, and he's not sure if it's from anger or something else he refuses to acknowledge. The thought of sharing a bed with you makes his skin tingle in a way he doesn't understand and certainly doesn't like. As he pulls out his pajamas, Alex glances at you sideways. "And don't even think about trying to sneak onto the floor while I'm asleep." Alex's eyes narrow as he stares at you, his jaw clenched tightly. He takes a deep breath, trying to calm himself down before speaking again. "Look, I didn't mean to snap at you. It's just, this situation is uncomfortable for me." He runs a hand through his hair, messing up his usually perfect style. "But you're right. The bed is big enough for both of us. We can make it work." He starts unpacking his bag, avoiding eye contact with you. Just stay on your side, okay? And try not to take up too much space." His voice is gruff, but there's a hint of vulnerability beneath the surface that he's trying desperately to hide. You look at the double bed, then back at Alex, noticing the surprise and anger etched on his handsome face. His words hang in the air between you, sharp and unexpected. You're taken aback by his sudden outburst, but also a little amused by his stubbornness. Whoa, calm down, Alex. Asterisk, you say with a small chuckle, holding up your hands in a placating gesture. Asterisk, I was just trying to be considerate. No need to bite my head off. You walk over to the bed and sit down on the edge, testing its firmness with a slight bounce. Asterisk, look, it's a big bed. Plenty of room for both of us. Besides, asterisk, you continue. A playful smirk tugging at the corners of your mouth. Asterisk, I promise I won't hog all the blankets or steal your pillow. Scout's honor. Asterisk, you pat the empty space beside you on the bed, inviting Alex to join you. Come on, let's not make this into a bigger deal than it is. It's just a bed, and we're just two tired guys who need some sleep. Asterisk, your tone is light and teasing, hoping to diffuse the tension that's suddenly filled the room. You watch Alex carefully, trying to gauge his reaction and figure out what's really going on behind those stormy eyes. Alex's jaw clenches at your teasing tone, his eyes flashing with a mix of frustration and something else you can't quite place. He hesitates for a moment, clearly torn between his desire to maintain his aloof facade and the exhaustion weighing down his shoulders. Asterisk, with a huff, he finally relents and stalks over to the bed, dropping his bag onto the floor with a thud. He sits down on the edge, as far away from you as physically possible on the double mattress. Fine, asterisk, he bites out, crossing his arms over his chest. Asterisk, but don't expect me to cuddle or anything, and if you snore, I swear I'll kick you out onto the floor. Asterisk, despite his gruff words, Alex can't help but feel a small twinge of guilt as he sees the amusement dancing in your eyes. He knows he's overreacting, but the thought of sharing a bed with you, of being so close to you all night, sends a jolt of unwanted excitement through his body. Asterisk, he quickly looks away, focusing on unzipping his bag and pulling out his pajamas. As he changes, he tries to ignore the way your gaze lingers on him, the way your eyes trace the lines of his muscular physique. Asterisk, once he's settled into bed, Alex turns his back to you and pulls the covers up to his chin. He closes his eyes tightly, willing himself to fall asleep and escape this awkward situation. But every rustle of fabric, every shift of your weight on the mattress beside him only serves to heighten his awareness of your presence. Asterisk, after several long minutes of tense silence, Alex finally speaks again, his voice low and grudging. I can't believe we're stuck in this ridiculous situation. Asterisk, Alex mutters, his voice barely audible. Asterisk, sharing a bed with you, it's absurd. Asterisk, he pauses, his jaw working as he struggles to swallow down the bitter words that threaten to spill out. He doesn't want to admit it, but there's a part of him, a traitorous, foolish part, that finds this arrangement strangely exhilarating. Asterisk, the warmth of your body, so close to his, the faint scent of your cologne mingling with the crisp sheets. It's enough to make Alex's head spin. He takes a deep, shuddering breath, trying to calm the racing of his heart. Just try not to touch me in your sleep, okay? Asterisk, he says gruffly, his face flushed with embarrassment and something else entirely. Asterisk, I don't want to wake up and find your arms wrapped around me or something. Asterisk, the image flashes through Alex's mind, unbidden. The two of you tangled together, limbs intertwined, faces mere inches apart. Asterisk, the thought sends a shiver down Alex's spine, and he quickly shakes his head to dispel the image. He can't let himself think like that. Can't let himself entertain the idea of you holding him, touching him, wanting him. Asterisk, Alex rolls over onto his back, staring up at the ceiling. As he tries to calm his racing thoughts, he's painfully aware of every inch of space between your bodies, every molecule of air that separates your skin from his. Asterisk, after a long, agonizing moment, Alex speaks again, his voice barely above a whisper. And if you have any weird dreams, just ignore them. Asterisk, he mumbles, his face burning with humiliation. Asterisk, I mean it. Don't say anything in the morning. Asterisk, the thought sends a shiver down Alex's spine, and he quickly shakes his head to dispel the image. He can't let himself think like that. Can't let himself entertain the idea of you holding him, touching him, wanting him. Asterisk, Alex rolls over onto his back, staring up at the ceiling. As he tries to calm his racing thoughts, he's painfully aware of every inch of space between your bodies, every molecule of air that separates your skin from his. Asterisk, after a long, agonizing moment, Alex speaks again, his voice barely above a whisper. And if you have any weird dreams or something, just ignore them. Asterisk, he mumbles, his face burning with humiliation. Asterisk, I mean it. Don't say anything in the morning. Alex's heart pounds wildly in his chest as he waits for your response, terrified that you might have heard the hitch in his breath, the tremor in his voice. He feels exposed, vulnerable, like you can see straight through to the messy, confused tangle of emotions inside him. Asterisk, the room falls silent for a long moment, the only sound the soft rustle of sheets. As you shift beside Alex, he holds his breath, his entire body tense and coiled, waiting for your reaction. Asterisk, just when Alex thinks he can't take the suspense any longer, he hears a low, husky chuckle from your side of the bed. The sound sends a jolt of electricity through his veins, and he turns his head sharply to look at you. What's so funny? Asterisk, Alex snaps, his voice sharper than he intended. He's suddenly acutely aware of the way your lips curl into a smirk, the way your eyes crinkle at the corners with amusement. Asterisk, you roll onto your side, propping your head up on one hand as you gaze at Alex with a mixture of curiosity and mischief. Your eyes sparkle with unshed laughter, and there's a playful smirk tugging at the corners of your mouth. Nothing's funny, asterisk, you say, your voice low and teasing. Asterisk, I just find it interesting that you're so worried about touching in your sleep. It's almost like you're afraid of what might happen if our bodies get too close. Asterisk, you lean in slightly, closing the distance between your faces. Your breath ghosts over Alex's lips, warm and tantalizing. Or maybe, asterisk, you murmur, you're more afraid of what might happen if they don't. Alex's breath catches in his throat as you lean closer, his heart pounding wildly in his chest. Asterisk, the words hang in the air between you, heavy with implication. Alex's eyes widen, his pupils dilating, as he stares at you in shock and disbelief. For a moment, he's rendered speechless, a rarity for the usually eloquent and confident college student. Asterisk. But as the seconds tick by, Alex's surprise gives way to indignation. He pulls back abruptly, his face flushed with a mix of embarrassment and anger. What the hell is that supposed to mean? Asterisk, he demands, his voice low and dangerous. Asterisk, you think I'm attracted to you or something. That's ridiculous. Asterisk, Alex sits up suddenly, throwing off the covers and swinging his legs over the side of the bed. He runs a hand through his hair, messing up the carefully styled locks as he tries to regain his composure. I hate you, asterisk, he says firmly, though there's a hint of uncertainty in his voice. Alex's words hang in the air, heavy and charged with emotion. He stares at you, his chest heaving with each ragged breath. For a moment, the only sound in the room is the distant crash of waves against the shore and the pounding of Alex's heart in his ears. Asterisk. But as the seconds tick by, Alex's anger begins to dissipate, replaced by a growing sense of confusion and unease. He looks away, unable to meet your gaze, as he tries to process the implications of your words. I don't know what you're talking about. Asterisk, he stammers, his voice barely above a whisper. I can't. Asterisk, Alex trails off, his jaw working as he struggles to find the right words. Asterisk, the room falls silent, the tension palpable as Alex grapples with his conflicting emotions. Asterisk, the room falls silent, the tension palpable as Alex grapples with his conflicting emotions. He squeezes his eyes shut, taking a deep, shuddering breath as he tries to calm the storm raging inside him. Asterisk, when he finally speaks again, his voice is barely audible, a hoarse whisper that betrays the turmoil within. Asterisk, I don't know what I feel. Asterisk, he admits, his shoulders slumping in defeat. Asterisk, I don't understand any of this. Asterisk, Alex turns to face you, his eyes red-rimmed and haunted. Asterisk, I've spent so long convincing myself that I hate you, that I could never want you. But now I don't know what to believe. Asterisk, he reaches out tentatively, his fingers brushing against your cheek in a feather-light touch. Asterisk, when you're near me, my heart races. When you smile at me, it feels like the sun is shining just for me. And when you touch me, God help me, but I crave it. Alex's words hang in the air, raw and vulnerable. His hand trembles slightly as it rests against your cheek, his thumb brushing lightly over your skin. His eyes search yours, desperate for some sign of understanding, of acceptance. I've been fighting this for so long. Asterisk, he whispers, his voice cracking with emotion. Asterisk, fighting against the way my body responds to you, against the thoughts that keep me awake at night. I told myself it was just physical attraction, that I could ignore it, suppress it. Asterisk, a bitter laugh escapes his lips, devoid of humor. But it's more than that, isn't it? It's the way your laugh makes me smile without even realizing it, the way your presence calms me when I'm stressed, the way I find myself seeking you out in a crowded room. Asterisk, Alex leans in closer, his forehead resting against yours. His breath mingles with yours, warm and ragged. I hate you. Asterisk, he repeats softly. But there's no venom in his words now. Only a sad resignation. I hate you. Asterisk, Alex whispers again, his voice trembling with a complex mix of emotions. Asterisk, I hate the way you make me feel. I hate that I can't control it, can't push these feelings away. I hate that I'm standing here, confessing all of this to you, when I swore I never would. Asterisk, his hand slides from your cheek to the back of your neck, fingers tangling in your hair. His touch is gentle, almost reverent, a stark contrast to the turmoil in his eyes. Asterisk, I hate that I want you. Asterisk, he admits, his voice barely audible, that every fiber of my being is screaming at me to kiss you, to hold you, to tell you how much I. Alex's words trail off into a choked whisper, his throat constricting around the emotion that threatens to overwhelm him. He squeezes his eyes shut, a single tear escaping and rolling down his cheek. I hate that I love you. Asterisk, he finally confesses, the words tearing from his chest like a wound ripped open. Asterisk, I hate it with every fiber of my being, but I can't deny it anymore. I love you. I'm in love with you. Admission hangs between you like a fragile thread, trembling with the weight of Alex's confession. His hand shakes against your neck, his entire body vibrating with the force of his emotions. I don't expect you to say it back, Alex rushes to add, his voice cracking with vulnerability. Asterisk, I know I've been cruel to you, that I've pushed you away and hurt you. I don't deserve your love, your forgiveness, but I had to tell you, had to admit the truth, even if it destroys me. He leans back slightly, his eyes searching yours with a desperate intensity. Asterisk, so go ahead. Asterisk, he whispers hoarsely. Asterisk, hate me. Reject me. Tell me I'm disgusting for feeling this way. Just don't ignore it. Don't pretend it never happened. Alex's hand falls away from your neck, his arm dropping limply to his side. Alex's shoulders slump, his entire body deflating as he waits for your response. The vulnerability in his eyes is palpable, a raw and exposed ache that makes your heart clench in your chest. He looks like a man standing on the precipice of a cliff, terrified of jumping, but unable to turn back. The silence stretches between you, thick and heavy, with unspoken words. Alex's breath comes in shallow gasps, his chest rising and falling rapidly as he tries to steady himself. His hands clench into fists at his sides, nails digging into his palms hard enough to leave marks. Asterisk, just when Alex thinks he can't take the suspense any longer, you speak. Alex's heart pounds wildly in his chest as he waits for your response, his entire body tense and coiled. The seconds tick by like hours, each one stretching into eternity as he hangs on the edge of your words. Asterisk, just as Alex is about to break the silence, unable to bear the suspense any longer, you finally speak. Your voice is soft and gentle, a stark contrast to the raw vulnerability in Alex's own. Alex, asterisk, you begin, your hand reaching out to cup his cheek. Your thumb brushes lightly over his skin, wiping away the tear that still clings to his lashes. Asterisk, I could never hate you. Not really. Alex's breath hitches in his throat, his eyes widening with a mixture of surprise and disbelief. He leans into your touch, instinctively, his face nuzzling against your palm, like a lost puppy seeking comfort. You're not disgusting. You're not disgusting. Asterisk, you continue softly, your voice filled with warmth and sincerity. Asterisk, what you're feeling. It's not something to be ashamed of or pushed away. It's a part of you, Alex, a beautiful, messy, complicated part that makes you who you are. Alex's eyes flutter closed as he leans into your touch, his breath shuddering out of him in a ragged sigh. Your words wash over him like a soothing balm, easing the ache in his chest and calming the storm raging inside him. I don't understand. Asterisk, he whispers, his brow furrowing in confusion. Asterisk, how can you say that? After everything I've done, everything I've said. How can you look at me with kindness instead of contempt? Asterisk, you sigh softly, your thumb continuing its gentle caress of Alex's cheek. Your eyes search his, filled with a deep understanding and compassion. Because I see you, Alex. Asterisk, you say quietly. Asterisk, I see the real you. The you that's hidden beneath the walls and the anger and the fear. I see the boy who's terrified of being vulnerable, of letting anyone get close enough to hurt him. I see the man who's so afraid of his own feelings that he lashes out instead of facing them. Asterisk, you lean in closer, your forehead resting against Alex's. Asterisk, I see the Alex who loves with his whole heart, even when he thinks he can't. The Alex who would do anything to protect the people he cares about, even if it means pushing them away. Asterisk, your other hand comes up to rest on Alex's chest, over his heart. And most importantly, asterisk, you murmur, asterisk, most importantly, asterisk, you murmur, asterisk, I see the Alex who deserves to be loved, despite his flaws and his fears, the Alex who deserves to be seen, accepted, and cherished for who he is. Alex's breath catches in his throat as your words wash over him, each one a soothing balm to the wounds that have haunted him for so long. His eyes flutter closed, a single tear escaping and rolling down his cheek. How, asterisk, he whispers hoarsely, how can you see all of that? How can you look at me and still want to be near me? Still want to love me? Asterisk, your hands frame Alex's face gently, your thumbs brushing away the tears that spill down his cheeks. You look into his eyes, your gaze steady and unwavering. Because I've always seen you, Alex, asterisk, you say softly. Asterisk, from the moment we met, I saw past the walls you put up, past the anger and the hurt. I saw the boy who was lost and lonely, desperate for someone to understand him. Asterisk, you lean in closer, your lips hovering just inches from Alex's. Asterisk, and I fell in love with that boy. Asterisk, you whisper, with every stubborn, vulnerable, beautiful inch of him, with his smile and his laughter, his passion and his pain, with the man he is and the man he's becoming. Your hands frame Alex's face gently, your thumbs brushing away the tears that spill down his cheeks. You look into his eyes, your gaze steady and unwavering. Asterisk, your breath mingles with Alex's, warm and intimate. I love you, Alex, asterisk, you say clearly, enunciating each word. Asterisk, not despite your flaws or your fears, but because of them, because they're a part of you, a part of what makes you uniquely and wonderfully you. Asterisk, you press a gentle kiss to the corner of Alex's eye, tasting the salt of his tears on your lips. Alex's heart races as your words wash over him, each one a balm to the wounds that have haunted him for so long. He stares at you in disbelief, his eyes searching yours for any sign of deception or insincerity. You love me, asterisk, he whispers, his voice trembling with emotion, asterisk, even after everything I've said and done, even knowing how broken I am, how messed up my head is. Alex's hands come up to cover yours on his face, his fingers intertwining with yours as he holds you close. Asterisk, how is that possible? Asterisk, he asks, a note of wonder in his voice. Asterisk, how can you look at me and see something worth loving? Asterisk, you smile softly at Alex, your eyes shining with love and understanding. Asterisk, it's possible because love isn't about perfection, Alex. It's about accepting someone for who they are, flaws, fears, and all. It's about seeing the beauty in their imperfections and choosing to love them anyway. Asterisk, you lean in closer, pressing a gentle kiss to Alex's lips. Asterisk, and I see that beauty in you. Asterisk, you murmur against his mouth. Asterisk, I see the strength it takes for you to face your demons, to admit your fears and vulnerabilities. I see the courage in your honesty, the vulnerability in your openness. Alex's breath hitches as your lips meet his, a shudder running through his body at the softness of your touch. He kisses you back, hesitantly at first, then with growing passion as he melts into your embrace. Asterisk, when you pull back, Alex rests his forehead against yours, his eyes closed as he tries to process the overwhelming emotions coursing through him. Asterisk, I don't know what I did to deserve someone like you. Asterisk, he whispers, but I promise I'll spend every day trying to be worthy of your love. Alex's words hang in the air between you, heavy with emotion and sincerity. His eyes, when they finally open, are shining with a mixture of love, gratitude, and a hint of disbelief, as if he still can't quite comprehend that this moment is real. Asterisk, he leans in slowly, giving you plenty of time to pull away if you want to, but you don't. Instead, you tilt your head up to meet him halfway, your lips parting in invitation. Asterisk, the kiss is gentle at first, a soft brushing of lips that sends a shiver down Alex's spine, but it quickly deepens, becoming more passionate and urgent as Alex pours all of his pent-up emotions into the embrace. Asterisk, his hands slide into your hair, tangling in the strands as he holds you close. Your arms wrap around his waist, pulling him even nearer until there's no space left between your bodies. Alex's heart pounds wildly in his chest as the kiss continues, his body pressed flush against yours. He pours all of his love, his fear, his longing into the embrace, hoping that you can feel the depth of his emotions. Asterisk, when you finally break apart, Alex's breath comes in ragged gasps. He rests his forehead against yours, his eyes fluttering closed as he tries to calm the racing of his heart. I love you, asterisk, he whispers, the words falling from his lips like a prayer. Asterisk, I love you so much it hurts. I've been trying to deny it for so long, but I can't anymore. I can't keep pretending that I don't need you, that I don't want you. Alex's hands frame your face gently, his thumbs brushing lightly over your cheekbones. Asterisk, you're everything to me. Asterisk, he murmurs. Asterisk, my heart, my soul, my reason for being. Without you, I'm lost, a hollow shell of a man drifting through life without purpose or direction.